G'day, omdevaji, Sheshnag Mandir. What on earth is Kundalini? This video is about putting my armour on. What is my armour? I've come to appreciate recently that I'm so hypersensitive. And I'm also, as I unravel the layers of myself, I become so emotional. I become so vulnerable. In that vulnerability, I need some protection. I need some armour. I've thought about doing this thing, like Wonder Woman deflecting bullets off of those golden bracelets, when I'm being bombarded with energy that's not mine and a reflection of other people's inner war or subconscious neuroses. So I'm going to try that in real life. When, some people go, oh, imagine yourself in a beach ball, imagine a purple bubble and everything bouncing off. I'm going to actually stand there and go, and they go, what the fuck are you doing? I'm going to say, well, this is my armour. I'm not experiencing that anymore. You can try that with someone else. Apart from that, I found that a few anchors work for me. If I have something daily with Om Namah Shivaya written on it, which is my choice of divinity and representation of that according to the Kundalini physiology, then that helps. Okay, so that's why I got this on. The other thing that I do is from the omdevaji school of spiritual neuroses, which is to do with the pause before responding, especially if I'm triggered. I know that I'm triggered, so there's a part of me that has my identity confronted, my values and beliefs undermined, or my emotional needs not met. So in that I know that I'm triggered, so I pause. And then I try and breathe into my stomach, which isn't really into my stomach, it's just breathe in fully, so my stomach is extended. Basically, physiology, don't worry about it, but basically breathe in so my stomach comes forward, so I'm grounded in my body with my breath and I'm aware of how I'm breathing at that point in time. And then I feel my feet on the floor and I'm ready to choose when to strike relative to the poise that I have, because I come from an internalized state that's emotionally regulated. It's a big subject at the moment, emotional regulation, and it's to do with when I'm triggered or when people are triggered, they become irrational, they become unaware, and subconsciously some patterns playing out. So in that subconscious expression of the pattern, there's this thing called emotionality. In that, how can I regulate that emotional response that I'm unconscious of? The first one is grab an anchor. Second one is pause. And we're talking high-end emotional awareness here, emotional regulation, because just the fact of being aware of myself and my feelings in the experience is quite unique. It's rare, and it is so uncommon to actually be aware of the physiological response that's happening while the dynamic is playing out. For me anyway. Some people might be really good at it. I'm only a noobling. There's some of my armours anyway. And sure, I've got chinks in my armour. Sure, I get, like, some people come around the corner and, like, get me in the vulnerable spot. I'm just talking about if I can regulate this through slow implementation of these techniques, then I end up in a better state. Some of the energy sticks to my armour and it feels uncomfortable, and it takes time, like everything, for it to dissipate. The thing is for me not to think that what's being put upon my armour is me, and be able to differentiate what is me, what is them, and how I feel about it. There you go. A video on armouring, self-regulation, emotional regulation, the pause, breathe and poise technique from the omdevaji school of spiritual neuroses. Ties into the one before where I said I'm the sum product of everything that I've ever done, because we're talking energetic, real subtle energetic experiences of the human framework, and that's where I am. I'm an energetic freak, and I like it. Everything to do with me happens through understanding the physical sciences and energy in general. Share the world, sheshnag.com. Create your own armour and enjoy. Om Namah Shivaya.